Regarding the city manager's forced resignation, I want to ask you, why were you so enraged at the last meeting when I asked if he would keep his salary as a regular employee? So he announced his resignation that the media called retirement, and he'll be here for 8 months. And if you hire a new city manager, he'll remain here. And when I asked what would his salary be, would he continue to keep the same $140,000 a year salary and $500 per month car allowance? Why did that enrage you at the last meeting? You didn't answer if he was keeping it, so I had to come back. Councilman McConnell, why did you say it was dancing on his grave if he's eager to move on to another point of his life? I don't understand that. Why would that be a bad thing? I don't understand the anger and rage that you guys exhibited, especially you, Mr. Mayor, when you started cursing at the end of the meeting.
Me?
Yes, sir. It was inappropriate. But I also want to point out that when Mario Gisbert was hired in, I think, around 2012, we did the same thing, didn't we? We hired a headhunting firm, and they came and provided a list of candidates. And Mario was not on the list. You spent all that money for a headhunting firm, and they came back with a list of candidates, and it didn't include Mr. Gisbert. But Mr. Gisbert was fortunate enough to have friends on the council, and so they bypassed the list that money was spent on. You are now saying you may spend up to $20,000 on a list from a headhunting firm. Can we get some assurances that this council won't do what the last council did if the person you want is not on that list? Finally, Mr. Gisbert gets to stick around for 8 months, even if you bring in a city manager and retain his salary. Part of the deal that he made, that he ordered, that he directed the city attorney to make was that he would answer to you, the city council, as a regular employee. Now, the city charter only allows the city clerk and the city manager to work at your pleasure. Everybody else has to answer to the city manager. It's a big job. So, will you be violating city charter if you create a new position, a new ordinary position that answers to the council? Okay, I see Councilman McConnell saying no, and I'm eager to learn why. Thank you.
Thank you very much. From my standpoint, Mr. Thompson's wondering why I got upset, or I forget what words he used. Most of y'all that watch these meetings and have been listening to the same guy come up here every meeting and criticize people. I have never heard a suggestion, a solution, a direction of where somebody should go. We get up hunting some way to make a living off our little TV show, and we criticize. I think one of the news people called him a gadfly. It's a gadfly that feeds off the rump of government, because it's the same thing every time. There's a man that has worked for 9.5 years for the city and done an excellent job, followed bid processes and done things, and we still have to listen to the same man every meeting gripe about something with no facts. I am pay-for-play Thomas. Everybody's got a name up here other than our own. I don't give him much respect because he doesn't show much respect. He doesn't act like a man, so I don't treat him much like one. I did get mad. I don't remember cussing him. I probably should have several times, but I don't remember it. But that's neither here nor there. As far as
Mr. Thompson, I gave you the reason why last week. I told you it wasn't the day for it. It wasn't right for what you were doing, and I thought it was classless. That was it. And I wasn't angry. I told you straight up what it was. As far as the city manager resigns effective March 14th. Is that true? 18th. So the city manager will remain the city manager until March 18th. The new person that gets brought in will be an assistant to the city manager or something therefore, and be trained in the process up until then as a regular city employee.
When does he become a
well, Mr. Cussed,
He retires as of March 18th.
I'm good.